Hey, what's up guys? Just out riding today. Looks like it's gonna sprinkle a little bit, but out on my, this might be the very first video on my WR250R, but I got it all supermotoed out. I make a lot of videos, but I don't really like to make, I don't know. Basically, I got these wheels on. I bought these wheels and I put it on my Instagram, but I didn't make a big deal out of it. And got some new plastics for my bike. So this is the same bike you see me thrashing off-road, but it looks like a completely different bike once I get the pretty wheels on it and I get the pretty plastics on it. And then I just got this new front cowl and front fender and underguard, which is all custom made in Shizuoka, Japan, from Drip Racing Products. Basically, the bike is just looking like sex these days. Really want a new muffler. Kind of just, I don't know if this temple's abandoned, but it looks like it is. I haven't done any supermoto videos, and mostly the reason why I got these wheels, because usually on the weekend, if I'm gonna go out and ride in the twisties and stuff, I get on my CBR and ride. But the main reason why I bought these wheels is so that I can ride my off-road tires, only off-road or primarily off-road, and then you know, that way I don't wear out my off-road tires when I go on the street, go to work every day, because this is the bike I take to work and back every day. But these roads here, this road's a little dirty, so it's like well, this road is shit actually, but there's a lot of windy roads like this that are a lot cleaner, and these are the roads that make up I want to say probably about 80% of Japan's roads. You got the big wide, you can't even call them wide, but you got the wider ones and you got the main roads. But all of the roads that go up into the mountains and all of these, you know, like most of them are kind of like this, albeit a little bit cleaner. And these are the types of roads that this bike just lives for. Yeah, because I've done this before. I've done this road before on my CBR 600. It wasn't fun at all. But this one, it's like, you know, you can go, you can bust a tire loose a little bit. It's okay, right? It's okay on a bike like this. And you know, I never knew. Oh, Rindo. I never knew that it would be this much fun. But if supermotos must be like a once you go black you never go back type of thing, because it's probably the most, well, let me just say this, off-road's more fun. I like having my off-road wheels, but if you don't like going off-road and you don't like the adventure aspect of it, these supermoto is the way to go in Japan, maybe everywhere, I don't know. Yeah, so, and when I first changed these tires, when I first changed to the street tires, I was like, you know what, I don't really like it so much, because it lowered the bike a little bit. I like to have the height. And then it just didn't feel good. But I was only taking it to and back from, like, basically the primary reason to buy these wheels was to save my off-road tires. But today is like, there's some rain in the forecast, and I just didn't know what I was going to do, so the easier one to hop on was the WR. And I'm taking it off up into the mountains for like the first time, and it's a blast on these little roads. You know, actually this road is a terrible example of what I'm talking about. Too dirty. Here comes the rain again. Like a family. But this bike, on the same road, this bike easily twice as fun as the WR or the CBR. Actually, more than that, the CBR is not even fun to ride on a road like this. Perfect. See, okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of road that is great for this bike. Sure, the CBR, you know, you could ride it, you could probably go as fast, but you know, carefree fun, it's all about the supermoto life. Another reason why this bike is great for Japan is because look at these roads. These roads they're wonderful. I love the shape, I love the way they're laid out, but they have cracks and potholes and you know, just shit all over them. Shimizu Ansei. And the suspension, you know, like you could have a DTR 250 Motorcycle Japan if you wanted to, or you could get a dirt bike, put the street wheels on it, got just the same amount of grip, and the bike just eats these potholes. And I know you feel them, but it's not like but the bike, the basically on my CBR or on a street bike, the suspension isn't the same, right? So you hit a bump and like it kind of upsets the suspension, and it just, you feel like, oh shit, that was close whenever you hit a pothole or something. You know, this is just like, it's okay, just glides right over the top. I'm not saying that you can't feel it, but it just it's not an issue. Love this bike. And another thing, great thing, you want to have some fun roads, you want to go on some nice roads, you know, twisty roads, you're going to get stuck behind a Keiko. So here's an example. So this is actually a great road too, right here. But you're going to get stuck behind a car, and you're going to have to pass a car. Roads like the one we were just on, nobody's on them, just as twisty. You know, it's great. Turns in so easily too, it's ridiculous. Whoa! I'd love to get a bigger one, but I just don't want to do the shock hand on it. Yeah, this is the bridge I wanted to cross. I don't know where this road goes. But on these tight, narrow roads, the bike just turns in so fast. Like the CBR is heavy, so it's got like an inclination to just go where you point it. But that's all, you know. But like, you know that inertia is a property of matter. So like the bike just kind of wants to go straight because it's so heavy, right? But this bike is light comparatively, and on these tiny, and then the CBR's got the big old tires too, so you know, like it doesn't have to lean over so much. You know, but this bike has got skinny tires and it's light, so when it'll just lean, and I just say it's so agile. If you're going 100, you know, if you're going 100 miles per hour, you're gonna want that extra meat in the back to keep you glued to the road while you're leaned over. But you know, look at, we're only going like 50 kilometers per hour. This is only like 35 miles per hour ish, and you don't need that much traction to have fun. You know, when you're going that fast, when you're going that slow, I should say. Saikagawa. Whoa, businessman! Or funeral guy, I don't know. A little more power is to be desired, but damn, I love this bike. Ooh, funeral. It is a funeral. Was that my bad there, or was it their bad for just like walking in the middle of the road? I'm gonna say it's a little bit of my bad for riding like a dick. That would have sucked to make a funeral. What the fuck? I'm not a pyromaniac, but I really want to catch those on fire. The supermoto already. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but if you're thinking about like what kind of bike you want next, because I was you know, I got the CBR before. I think this is before I bought the CRF, and I was thinking like, what bike do I need next? Because you can't really upgrade, you know, power wise from a leader bike. So I was thinking like, where could I possibly upgrade to? If you're thinking about a different type of bike, thinking about changing things up a little bit, definitely think supermoto. It's gonna, what the hell? What is this? I don't know. You see how quickly this road changed too? What the hell? Yeah. And that's another reason, like, CBR, exploring a road, it's gonna turn into this, you're gonna get your bike all dirty, you're gonna drop it, you're gonna cry. This bike is like, whatever, drop it, it's cool. Go wherever you want. You can even do some light off-roading on these tires too, so whatever it is, don't rule out the supermoto. I would say almost any CC supermoto, because it's a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I'm glad that I did it. I made the change. See you later, guys.